If you're a bead collector and you no longer can work with your beads, and you're trying to find somebody, or maybe I'm giving you the idea, I would appreciate your beads. Love your beads and put value into your beads as much as I put value into my own. Just want to put that out there. It's better to ask than not ask, and it's better to let people know than not to let people know. And same thing goes with relationship. Your partner will never know what you're thinking unless you tell them. Just choose your words wisely. Choose your words wisely when you tell your partner, friend, even a friend. The same thing goes with friends. Choose your words wisely. When letting them know how you feel, it's best to let them know and to get that out there to your partner or your friend than to hold it in and let your thought mess up your relationship. It's best that both of you guys, your partner or your husband or your friend, work on it, and either it's going to break you or make you stronger. I've learned that. I may be very young, but I've been in it for 18 years with one person. And I haven't traded off my kids yet, so I've been having the same kids. One for 14 years, one for 16 years. And the 22-year-old is off to college, so really don't have to deal with that. But I haven't traded them in yet. So I still have the same kids, so I still have the same experience. Just joking, right? You guys get it? Haha. I'm just having little thoughts of my own. Trading in my kids? Nah. I love them. Hate my kids. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. But I did. And I'm not going to edit it out because I'm honest. So that looks pretty so far, right? Let's put something right there in the middle. And this is just one of those little rhinestones you'll find on a chain. It's tiny. Let me put a coin next to it so you see how tiny it is. A standard American coin. Oh. A penny. So you see how tiny that is? I've taken that off a chain without disturbing its cage. It shines so pretty. And I'm going to run that through the middle. Okay, now I know the neighbors are home, so that noise is fine. I've learned the noises of the neighbors. Ain't that something? With my experience and what crap I've been going through, I've learned a lot of noises. I even know schedules of other people now. I know what time certain people are leaving to work. I know when that dumbass has a habit of coming by. It's every Wednesday between 10:30 and 10:30, sometimes at 11:18, 11:48. I've been keeping a diary. I was suggested to do that, and I am doing that. So I'm learning his stupid ass, excuse my French, but when it comes to something like that, I think I have the right to cuss. There's reasons why we cuss. There's people who cuss just to cuss. I won't cuss just to cuss. If I have a reason to cuss and somebody deserves it, then I'm gonna cuss. Yeah. Anyways, back to creating jewelry. None of that nonsense. I don't want to talk about it. That looks very pretty, don't you Dink? Dink? Think. And I want to go around it a few times just to secure it in there. A leaf would look pretty right there, right? Just to give that I'm a flower statement. Let's see. And none of this is thought through at all. And we're still curing over there. Yeah, I would like it on this side. I like that. I really, really like that. Let's see, if I have a smaller leaf, I'll use a smaller leaf. But if this is all I have, and I like it that way, then we'll use it that way. I have an orange one. I don't know if the orange will go. Let's try the orange. So I'm going to say what Lori Haley Richardson says. Which one do I choose, guys? Come on, yell at me. Say it out loud. Say it out loud so I can hear you. And I would be like, use the blue one, because she was putting together a card with ribbon, and she was asking, which one do I use? Obviously, we know that there's no interaction other than after the video is uploaded, which sometimes takes 24 hours to do. I'm sorry, I heard a noise again. Yeah, so if that's something she was doing, and I was playing along and telling her, use this, use that. So which one do you guys think? The blue? The blue. The green or the orange? I like the green because it stands out more. Maybe if the button was a different color, I'd do the orange leaf. But let me just make sure I don't have no more leaves. I even take, these were off a doorknob? No. A kitchen knob, I think. Or you can use them on your kitchen knobs. And they have these filigrees. Believe it or not, they have filigrees at Osh. Much cheaper than your normal filigrees off of Etsy or somewhere else. I mean, the cheapest you could probably buy filigrees is probably from China. But American made, I personally think, or German made, are stronger. And I can trust what's in it. If you hear me taking deep breaths, it's just me releasing thoughts. I think I get like this too more towards the weekend. But I release it. I'm releasing it because if I live day by day by day by day just thinking about this idiot, why should I even live? I give out business cards at my shop. I'm not hiding in a cage. I don't want to hide in a cage. So I'm not screening people that I'm giving my business card to. So this idiot, he just happened to see me through the window. And he just chose to stalk me. If to think or anybody saying that he probably learned of me on YouTube, no, this started before I even had a channel. And for somebody to think that it started because of my shop, no, this started before my shop. But to say that I need to live scared, mm-mm. But I am aware, and that is what it is. And I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm just letting you guys know why I take deep breaths. The girls are yelling at each other to get the dog, because the dog's screaming outside. Who says that their dog is screaming outside? I do. Instead of saying she's barking, she's screaming outside. That's really pretty, I think, and it's going to move around, and I like that. And I'm going to go through it one more time, just in case when it starts to move around, it doesn't, the wire doesn't give, because the wire will give. It, especially if I don't take it off. If I wash my hands, I usually don't take my rings off when I wash my hands. I don't have a wedding ring either. We can't afford a wedding ring. When we marry, we're not going to marry in church either. We're going to marry hopefully on the beach or in the mountains somewhere. But we consider each other married because it's been 18 years. He had given me a promise ring. Unfortunately, we went into desperate times a few years ago, quite a few years ago. And my mother purchased it from me quite a few years ago. And being my mom, I would think she would offer it back to me. She sees me eyeballing it, and she knows that it had meaning to me. And she only offered me $50 for it. And so desperate, I sold it to her. Don't talk to her no more, though. But maybe about 6 months ago, I had a conversation with her because I called her, and nothing had changed. So I decided to not talk to her again. She doesn't care. She has my number. She hasn't called me either, so it really doesn't make no difference to her if I talk to her or not. And she makes it clear. She makes that clear in our conversation that I've never had an effect in her life. She's never bonded to me. She's made it clear that I shouldn't have been born. She's personally told me that. She has told me I've cried for many years, so I'm over that part. Totally done. It's to the point where it doesn't affect me no more. That means that I am beyond the anger. There's no more anger. There's no more energy there. I'm beyond the hate. I'm beyond all of it. So I can talk about it now and not be affected. At one time I couldn't talk about it, but now I could talk about it and not be affected. When I was young, for many, many, many years, she would tell me that I was the reason for her almost getting a divorce. I shouldn't have been born. I should have been aborted. My father would say that he wasn't my father. Yeah, pretty bad childhood. My sisters were poop heads too. They still are. That's why I'm not involved with them either. And they could come by this, they could come across my video. I can care less. I really can care less. It's no longer said with hatred. It's no longer said out of anger, or it's no longer messing with my life. So it really has no meaning no more. If they were to call me tomorrow and say, hey, no thank you. I've had some desperate times in my life, and really, 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 really bad times in my life. And the only people there were my kids and my husband. And they knew about it and didn't show themselves. So why now? That's what I said. Because my most desperate times, now I'm happy. Now I'm a grown lady. I know how to deal with a lot of things. Back then I didn't know how to deal with a lot of things. I was going through maturity. I was maturing. I was alone. I was maturing alone because my husband obviously is a male and I'm a female and I was a young mommy. So it was tough not having role models or female role models, and they are older than me. Not having that and knowing that they were around and they were just like 10 minutes away, and knowing that I've gone to them, cried to them, and told them my situation and asked for them to please come around and to please give me love, and they didn't, it's all done with. So I wouldn't want them around now. And that's okay with me. I think that it's fine for people to let go of poisonous people. What I don't think is okay is to hate people. I don't think it's okay to not forgive people. I forgive them, but I won't forget. I forgive, but I don't forget, and I know better. No, I won't say I would let them back in my life. No, 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 no. And if you knew the whole story, you guys would walk away too. From them, not me. Okay, I think we're done. This ring has released an energy of its own. It's gorgeous. I know you guys hear my stories, and I don't mind sharing because there's a lot of young mommies out there that watch my videos, and if I can help them out and let them know that I've been there, done that, gone there, and that I've been able to work through it, they can too. And if you guys, young mommies out there, or anybody with anything, want to talk to me, not call me, but talk to me on my comments, I'm more than open to talk to you. If you're a young mommy and you need a big sister because you don't have one, I'm good. I will talk to you too. So right here I can dangle something if I wanted to. In that little part. Just because it's there doesn't mean I need to use it. But I can use it. And it's nice to know that it's there. So I'm just securing the wire by just running it in and out. And yes, you can see my wire work on the bottom. I don't mind that. I actually like that. And if you wanted to, this wire is so thin that you can use it like you would a thread and make knots. You see that? I made myself a little knot right there. And I'm just going to pull. And most likely once I pull, it's going to just break off, which is fine. See? It broke off, which is perfectly fine because I already did my twists and turns and knots. And eventually this will move some more. But you guys want to see that? Look at how pretty that is. Just like mixed media. So now you guys got to enjoy and see me make what is my what I thrive on, what I'm best at, what I love to make, and what's my passion is jewelry. And I call and have called these wearable art. Yeah. And I can go on and on and on and on and on and make so many things. This is a little twig, and it has a lot of meaning to me. That one of my pups that passed away about a year ago, and his name was Shmi. He was my buddy. He brought this to me from the yard. Now I can't match this twig to any of the trees in our garden, not even the dried pieces that are on the floor. And he brought it to me, and little did I know that, well, I knew when he brought it to me and dropped it in front of me, and he just ran away. He didn't want to have nothing to do with it. So personally, I consider it as a gift. I thought it was so cool looking. My first YouTube video was me making a video entering a contest. And I used a twig from this piece because it was longer. It was about this long. Usually dogs want to chew and bite it and chew it all up. No, he gifted it to me. Just put it in front of my feet and it was pretty this long, and I've chopped it up little by little. And I didn't chop it, I actually just broke it. And I made my first video using a piece like this. And the video's there. It's entering a contest. It wasn't just for YouTube. It was actually put in for a contest that I was entering a few months ago, 6, 7, 8 months ago. What do I say? 6, 7, 8 months, 900 years ago? And in that one, I actually had a pin and I wrote his name and all of my kids' names. Little did I know when I was making that bracelet, that he was going to pass. And now I have this piece left, and I still have that bracelet left with his name and my kids' names. My dogs mean so much to me. But I have this piece here that I had already set up. And it has, I made holes, and then I stuck wire in. And this can either be worn this way and some feathers and some pearls down here, or it can be worn as a bracelet this way and then string along some beads. And I can actually wrap. Why do I feel jeepers? Seriously. It's not cool. I can wrap one of my deli prints really thin right here in the middle or on each side. Or what else can I do? I can burn with a wood burner tool, or I can actually make indentations and put some rhinestones with real rhinestones, because I do have a few that I've pulled. The kind of rhinestones that have not a flat bottom but a cornered bottom, so that they'll lay into the wood and grab with the glue. So many things I can do with that. That has a lot of meaning to me. Just does. I already gave you the story. I also have here, which is funny because I dreamt about it, and I dreamt that I showed you guys. So if I were to come around and find it, I want to show you guys. It is, I'll explain because my camera's going to shut down soon. It is a seed from a grape that I wired for my son's first girlfriend. He found the seed and it was in the shape of a heart. And it was his first girlfriend, and he wanted to give her jewelry. And he knows that Mom makes jewelry and made a lot of jewelry back then daily. Asked me to turn that little seed into a charm, and I did. But they broke up. She gave it back. He didn't want it. And it was a piece of my art, so I kept it. And I know I have it, and I've seen it. And the funny thing is that I dreamt showing you guys. And I also dreamt of having a nice hearty soup with Lori Haley Davidson. I dreamt it that we were sharing a soup, and it had short grain rice, which I've never had short grain rice. I always have long grain rice. And it had veggies and carrots, all from the garden, I guess because I was talking about a garden yesterday on YouTube here on one of my videos. And I guess I went to bed thinking about it and dreamt that I shared soup with her. The piece will show up, and when it does, I'll show you guys. I'll set it aside to show you guys and remind you guys what it was from, or maybe even say the story all over again. But so far it's not showing itself up. but I know I've seen it. This is cute. A little Hershey Kiss made out of glass. So I'm going to say bye. I'm going to charge up my camera. And remember that there are probably 4 parts to this video. All of it I'm talking. The whole time I'm talking and creating. And I know that I've kept a lot of you guys company. You guys keep me company also. Have a good night or good morning depending on when the video finishes uploading. And when I find that heart, I will share with you guys. And I'm just going to sit here, poly jelly print some more. And what else? Charge my video camera, watch some of your guys' videos, and finish doing laundry. And maybe go grocery shopping. I like to do my grocery shopping at 10 o'clock at night with my husband, if he gets up. And my kids, we all just go. Because there's less people at the grocery store, and the grocery store doesn't close till midnight anyway, so we get 2 hours to do our grocery shopping for our 2-week supply. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going there though. I'm just gonna enjoy myself. I doubt that I will go because I'm doing a cleanse, and I would hate to run to the restroom. Although their restrooms are clean. Pretty clean restrooms actually. But can you imagine running, having to really go, because when you're cleansing it's no longer solid. It's like not solid. What a way to end my video, talking about poop. Solid or not solid. Ma'am, would you like solid or not solid? And I won't edit it out. Oh, gross. Last time I was talking about boogers, and now I'm talking about poop. I need artistic friends.